Fred, do something!
Mission in these stained up halls. The nozzle's humming like a countdown clock, and every filthy corner's begging for a shock. We've chased the rust, we've blasted every stain, but there's always one more shadow in the rain. It's the final scrub down, the last streak standing in our way. The final scrub down, we're washing through to the old junkyard. Every job we finished made the next one hard, but the pressure's rising and the shine breaks through, 'cause nothing beats the blast of a washer crew. We've cleared the mud, we've chased the grime around. Now it's time to bring the last mess down. It's the final scrub down, the last streak standing in our way. The final scrub down, we're washing through the end game today. Spray by spray, the dirt gets thrown down. This is the final scrub down. No more rust, no more grime, just a shine of victory time. We've come too far to leave a spot behind. Tonight the whole damn map gets redefined. The final scrub down, one last blast before we're through. The final scrub down, base game clean, achievement crew. Raise that wand, let the pressure rain down. This is the final scrub It's the final scrub
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's stream. Hope you're having a good day today, as it's Wednesday night, and tonight we wrap up the final achievements, base game achievements, rather, for PowerWash Simulator 2, a game that we've been featuring on Wednesdays going back to like February. So it's been a long-standing feature here. As far as my day goes, well, obviously, my day was basically shot last night. Last night we extended last night's stream of Hades 2 because we went to finish the main story. So that stream ended up wrapping up about 2 a.m. because there was an hour of content. there was like an hour of like dialogue and stuff to listen. Most people would say, "Oh, just skip through it. Just get through faster." I actually listen to the damn dialogue when I play Hades 2. So there's that. But so when I did wake up, I got some. It's some cleaning. I've been trying to find like some junk removal folks who few bulk pieces of furniture from the second floor of the house. Like if anybody says like how committed am I to a certain thing, it's like, well, look, there's getting rid of things that's just basically been in the family for like 5 years, or at least one dress has been in the family for like is older than my younger brother. I know I had this one particular dresser like almost been like every damn wear. Going back as far as I can remember. So hate to get rid of it, but again, it's like needing to make the adjustments. So, but I think I have a couple leads. It's a matter of how much they're going to charge and how much is going to hit the old wallet come next payday. Anyway, Flyers and Penguins Game 6 of their series are tied 0-0 in the, or at least at the start of the third period. Uh, and I think Stryker sent me something too. Let me see here. May 2nd, first 25,000 fans take home the Rat Moreno giveaway. The Angels have an infestation. Oh yeah, cause that's a follow up on like Angel Stadium has like a rat problem. Angels rat giveaway because of all the rats. Sony has also provided a statement to GameStop regarding when the PSN license checks. Players can continue to access and play their purchase game as usual. A one-time online check is required to confirm the game's license, after which no check-ins are required. That is basically Sony walking back all the stuff that they just did. Sony was based. Just remember, folks, as Iceman likes to point out, Sony is treats their customer, treats their gamer base far worse than Microsoft in so many damn ways. But anyway. But speaking of the Man of Ice, how's it going, Iceman?
How's it going?
It's going. We're here one more time to wash things.
Indeed.
At least until they unless they add more free content. I don't know.
Free content? What's that about? There's free
But
content?
the first game got plenty of it.
Well, there's one so far. Which we will be doing today, as far as I understand.
Yep, as well as well a bit here.
This new Star Wars DLC coming out.
Yeah. He was probably with this whole it.
Mm. You too can clean a Superstar Destroyer.
Yeah, well, at the very least, it will mean is like, hey, it's gonna make getting some of those daily, play a Game Pass game in the month of May easy.
I usually do that in the first couple of days. I just put them on the background while I'm doing something else and then change it every half hour.
All right, so let me see. First achievement is clean any job using Sprint X double turbo nozzle. I have.
You should have all the nozzles now.
I do. We got everything. But the easiest job, or at least
That'd probably be this cart right here.
yes, we already have a free job in progress. Yes. So the question is, would the Flyers pull a Maple Leafs and blow what was essentially a 3-0?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, so we
I don't know.
need.
Both teams suck.
Oh, we said the Urban X.
Yeah. You need the triple or the dual? I know you got a couple.
Double turbo nozzle dual.
Yeah, that's one of them you need to do. I will stay out your way. Oh, you hold up. And you'll see it on the left side. Urban Extreme double turbo nozzle.
Urban X01.
Which one are you on?
You only do
Did you want the professional duty?
need any job using only the Urban X double. Has to be an Urban X. Professional duty.
Yeah, there you go. You got the right one out. So hold up, and it's on the left upper corner.
Double turbo.
There you go.
Bring it down. You know that, yes, clean everything, each component to 99%, but don't finish it. Bullshit achieved.
Well, it's doable.
Oh, it's doable.
You know, because I've done it. Here's the third cat. Well, that was a clever hiding spot there. Useless.
Where was he hiding?
Behind the plant.
Have you made
It
any?
just looks like he's part of the curb.
Have you made headway on the Tomb Raider or the what was that, Final Fantasy DLC for the one?
No, I was finishing up my playthroughs of Resident Evil 2 and then went down a rabbit hole of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Ah, trying to see if you could do more harm to woodland creatures than Abe.
Well, I've only killed my horse once. So. And I accidentally shot the prisoner who was all shackled. He wouldn't
Hey.
stop moving.
Yeah, he knew what he did.
He's like, hey, shoot my shackles off. So I'm like, alright. So I get off the horse and I aim the gun and he keeps swaying all over the place. And I'm like, dude, you're making this really hard. And I shot him in the leg and he ran away. You're nearly there. Now underneath this handle.
Oh yeah.
And underneath this thing here. You got a bunch of dirt there. You got under the tires, under the other handle, under the steering wheel. You got
Steering
the
wheel,
front of the console
windshield.
itself.
Bracket strap. Oh. The windshield? There we go.
There you go.
There's the achievement.
And then you got to do the same thing, but with the triple nozzle. Can we reset it from here?
Let's see. Oh, can finish the job.
Oh well. Back to the hole, and right back to here.
But, Angel Stadium is the Rat Moreno giveaway. At Rats at Angel Stadium. An old stadium, but it makes you wonder about the Oakland Coliseum that had like a possum in it.
Well, if they could just get rid of the rat owner, you know.
Stadium is one of the oldest ballparks too.
Get to go down a nozzle or down a design, I believe.
Did any job using the adaptable. This one.
Here we go. There's also this one that you need to use.
That'll be the third trip.
Yeah. All right, pitter patter.
Let's get at her. Once again, Iceman is supervising. Role he is very familiar with. Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of which, heard anything back yet from?
Nah, job's even no longer listed. So I'm gonna guess that it's a no.
Jerks.
Yeah, it's fine. Not a lot in the area right now, so I'm just working out and helped my buddy move on Thursday. That was a thing that I did.
I trust beer was
Maybe it
involved.
something- Just the one. Oh, you're trying to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, right?
To me?
Okay.
Oh, just the one. Oh, sorry, guys. Thought you were taking, commenting on my approach here, trying to.
Oh, no, no, no. I mean, from my screen, you're shooting behind you. So that's how glitched it is. No, we made 3 trips to the house. Back and forth, putting stuff in the vehicle. No, 2 trips.
I'm
And
needing.
everything was going smoothly until his wife came home.
Of course. Then she took over.
Yeah.
But this hair! No, not there, there!
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of you guys are idiots, and a lot of freaking out over the most minor thing you could possibly imagine. And it's like, everything, you know, the first load we got loaded up and on its way real quick. The next load took like 5 hours. Also, you guys haven't packed anything yet. What the fuck?
Well, all I know is for certain that I need to figure out how to get rid of a couple of things. Like 2 dressers, as I said at the start of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna, and it's like, okay, like, oh, donation services. It's like, yes, I want to donate this wonderful dressers. Yes, we're gonna charge you more than a junk removal person to get them.
Get it? Yeah. Well, the junk removal people get money off it. Donation services don't.
Oh no, they do. Donate it to the Goodwill, and it says like, yes, they sell it. I would say donate it
Right
to
here?
donate to the Salvation Army, but they're often suspect.
Oh, my mom's a big fan. And the seat itself.
Once again, the bracket the same damn bracket strap too.
Nice. And one of the mirrors.
There's the achievement. Once again, it was cleaned. Sony walked back some of their asinine decisions. Or at least one of them.
Yeah.
And penguins are still made.
Sorry, I'm still tired from the 18 hours of helping Brandon move.
Once again, to the mobility scooter. Easy achievements are easy. Like,
Well, you're not wrong.
oh yeah, as opposed to the first one, we're still working on it's paid DLC achievement. One of them involved clean this thing for the caterpillar last. Okay, fair enough. Was that it was kind of in the way of everything. Prime.
So you're going to have to go to the Prime Vista Pro, which is the top of the three options when you hold down Y.
Pro.
And then left side again for the triple. Triple nozzle very much reminds me of the Dead Space plasma cutter. As I switch things around to try and cut off your limbs.
Wait a second, it is the well with the right skin on the Prime Vista gun, it does resemble it.
I'm trying not to spray just in case it costs you the achievement. Do.
Yes, the triple nozzle, not as useful as one would think on some of those DLC ones. Of the first.
Not in the first game, no. Because it leaves that little gap, so you end up with the little bits anyway.
No, unless you're doing like a thorough thorough approach, taking your time.
Well, Henry David Thoreau is our motto over here. The seat base and the seat cushion. Cushion. There you go. Seat base.
Oh, down.
There's a little bit right here.
Yeah.
Look.
I wonder is it's still a diamond achievement because he's like, where is it? Where is it?
The fuck is that? I don't see anything on here. I feel like we've glitched.
Has to
Just
be
keep
something.
going over it.
I'm not. Where is it, man? Has to be something so minuscule that.
And this is usually not that kind of game.
Ridiculous?
Yeah, I don't see anything. Well, I guess we'll try. Here's hoping that I don't. Craft it for you.
I mean,
By accident, it should have been done by now. It's not going down at all. I think it's glitched.
it broke.
Alright. Can we pop out and back in?
Let's see. So, home base.
How dare you yawn at me, cat?
Oh, he's useless. He has to yawn.
Yeah, it must be funny. Hey, useless. What did you just call that cat?
Well,
Oh,
that
it
is like.
restarted it. That sucks.
Oh, I know. I did just in case.
Oh, alright. Bugging out and going home.
It's sea base. It's
Dyslexia for the win. Wish I could spray the cats.
oh, the cats are the cats own the business. We had, to use, we had to use their line of credit. Like one of the best bits from physics streams of Mass Effect 3 is like, yes, the space hamster owns the Normandy because of squatters' rights.
Mm, that's fair.
I
And
mean,
the fish if you don't kill them all.
no fish ever survives Mass Effect 2.
I like that people sucked at saving the fish so bad that they had to create something for you to buy that would keep the fish alive. Though I do remember killing the fish the first time through, because you got to feed them after every mission, right?
Yeah,
But it's
basically.
not like you can go back and buy more. So I was like, what happened to my fish? Oh well, I don't care about pets enough, and I just moved on.
Hey, the space hamster lives. That's all that matters.
That's only if I got it.
Or if you remember to pick it up in a cargo hold and
Correct. Yeah. Which is funny because I never got it in the first place.
full console.
Could be from the front. Yeah, it's underneath. Are we being serious right now, game? There we go.
Yes. It's like, no, it's not on account.
Yay! And that that should have you at 1,000 achievement points.
Yes, it does.
And that's your base game achievements. They've added 10 since.
Yep, and those will be done off stream. As was it complete the living room job, the pizza sassy, ice king, castle.
And then there's certain things to do.
Yep, it was like pep BMO in the living room, clean all 3 doors first, clean the handbag last with the cage door closed,
Mm-hmm.
complete the candy
now-
vehicle job only using the adaptable. Treehouse reach maximum height on the. It was voiced by John DiMaggio. He was the voice of Marcus.
Baird.
Oh, it's like was it Fred Testarodi or something of that voice? No,
Oh, it would have to be.
no, it's like the guy does he uses that same voice in something else. I was like, wait a second, that sounds like John DiMaggio. But wait, because it was something I was playing. It was like the voice had me thinking it was the same damn thing too. That voice sounds way too familiar. Oh, it's Baird.
Now, bite my shiny metal Oh, wrong Baird.
No, that'll be Marcus who should be saying the head.
Yes, I know. I'm joking. Because when we found out he was in it, we all thought for sure it was.
Baird, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, nope.
That's quite the range for him, to be fair. All right, let's do the miniature village.
All right, so we gotta go to Chaldea Chronicle.
Yes, it's the only one they have in those chronicles thus far. So the Senate down your way was apparently voting for whether or not to ban artificial intelligence naked children. And it was almost unanimous. One Republican voted against banning it. Just throwing it out there.
Must be from LaSalle. I will not be surprised if that was the case. This job from Chaldea Chronicles. Any player who does not have the downloadable content will be.
Well, I have it because I've completed it.
This looks.
Well, you know. The fuck?
I could be wrong.
I'm trying to. It changed all my gear, so I was like, "What?"
And
Yeah. All right. Now we're rolling. Well, started from the bottom. Now we're here. Fuck off, Drake. You're from Toronto. You're staying. Toronto's the bottom. Why do you hate where you come from?
well, the rent's fucking high.
Well, you're not wrong. Although I don't think that's a concern for Drake for some reason. Biggest concern is Kendrick Lamar fans. Welcome to Nutsville, my friend.
Nutsville. Little cool beans and little cool village.
Yeah. Cool beans. Oh, you jumped down.
Oh, I just get the
Big area.
Get the exterior of this. So working on the car, wiping.
Finish that sentence. Wiping.
Wiping the area,
What are we talking about?
There's this big area here. It's big and white and round. It needs to be wiped. I mean, if it was hairy, it's like, yeah, that'd be really just real spot on. But not in this case.
That's bushy.
And the Flyers and Penguins are going into overtime.
Overtime! He's on fire! For 3! From downtown!
NBA
Boom
Jam,
shakalaka.
NBA Jam, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that EA got like the license for it. They were out. They were going to do one NBA Jam game. It's all right.
Yeah.
It got abandoned after a year. It was like, oh yeah, we'll have roster updates and everything. It was like, yeah, no.
That's unfortunate. Those
It
games were
wasn't,
fun as a kid.
it wasn't bad. I mean, like, I had the same. I should have featured that on the stream sometime. So the roster's all messed up because of the roster update.
I think my sister had that on the Wii.
On Fire Edition.
Yeah.
Let me just check something here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Actually, the NBA Jam for the Sega Genesis is still in my collection.
Oh, my Super Nintendo one is still on the shelf.
Yeah.
About 10 feet away from me.
That's why that's why I was just checking. It's like literally, it's behind me on the it's behind me on that bookcase.
Last I checked, it still works. The Super Nintendo doesn't, but the game does.
Yeah, don't have the manual's long gone, but still got the game in the case.
Nice. Oh, I see. Got it.
That's interesting to see how the Phillies adapt to their playing under Donnie baseball.
Yeah, no Cora for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a family man.
He just doesn't want the Phillies job because it's about a year and a half away from a rebuild. And that I don't say that for any reason other than the general age of the team.
No, it's the same mistake most teams have made. Hold on to star players far too damn long.
Hey, the 2015-16 Jays were old. There was a reason that wasn't sustainable and we weren't back in the playoffs again until like 2020. We hella old, yo.
I mean, here's the thing. Back in the 1950, the Phillies made it to the World Series and got their asses kicked by the Yankees, were known as the Whiz Kids. A bunch of young, scrappy players. The 1983 Phillies were called the Wheeze Kids because there were a bunch of aging veterans. On that team was Joe Morgan, Mike Smith still had like another decade worth, like another 7 years of prime baseball to play. But like Pete Rose and Gary Maddox, no, Gary Maddox was Gary Matthews was. There was a bunch of guys who was like past their prime or didn't really have a prime on that roster.
All right, come take a stroll with me.
Take a stroll?
Oh yeah, so you can see the breadth of this place. Got lots of little towns, for some reason a moat. Train. Go under here, back here, goes up into the mountains. Like, there's quite a bit to it.
It's not as bad as some things.
Oh yeah, I mean, I assume waxing is pretty painful.
No, I mean, at least most of it is out in the open. Most, if not all of it, is out in the open.
Well, won't let me put this here. It's very annoying. Alright then, fine. This button. Back in the hole! Let's
Yes.
play here.
So the question is, next Wednesday,
Yeah.
looking at Gears or RE5?
What would you prefer to do?
Either or. I mean, both are going to be fun. Both
Yeah.
are. Although what I think you're going to have to be player one. You would have to be player one on the Gears one. 'Cause I have to do that as. Would have to do that as Dom.
I think it's the same thing for Resident Evil because you have never played as Sheva.
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever played as. I probably played as Marcus. On my. Oh yeah, I played on my own as Marcus. That's right. But I don't know if I've ever played as Chris on my own. So there you go.
Yes, you get to punch the boulder.
Wondrous. I know I've been Sheva. Pretty sure I was Sheva with you and with Andrew.
And with Dante, I believe.
Did Dante and I play that?
I could have. First time I ever saw RE5 gameplay, I think, was you and Dante.
Oh, I was talking about Gears.
Oh. Yeah, we'll do
Maybe
Gears.
some-
I think there's been a longer time period with us playing Gears 2. Resident Evil 5, I think. So, yeah, okay, Gears 2 next week.
Okay.
Coming up with a theme song or something.
Oh dear.
No. No, that's kind of like been a fun gimmick of coming up with some random tunes. The start of the show. Some of them have turned out much better than others.
Well, there's the obvious one.
What is that?
Mad World.
Yeah. I'm trying not to use copyright music.
Oh, come on. Is there anything with sad piano that you can use that's not copywritten?
Well, that's the Mass Effect 3 soundtrack in a nutshell.
So many little things to clean.
Hades 2 ends up being like a very good game. They're gonna be messing around with it on it. Still, there is a main story, and then there's the epilogue out.
Don't forget, you have another game you need to play. Don't spend too much time on it.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out in about a month. Over a month.
Well, then you have more or less the amount of time required to get to that other game.
Might if I just figure out something else to throw in.
Oh, there's always good old Lost and Random, or my forever recommendation of Prey.
Oh yeah, that definitely is also out on the.
Ooh, I'm glitching. Like I said, I never finished it, but it wasn't because of anything other than my usual worked 11 out of 13 days, never had a real chance to sit down. By the time I did, I couldn't remember what the controls were, kind of thing. It's charming.
I'm being run over by the train.
It does happen. I saved a moronic preacher from doing that yesterday while I was playing Red Dead Redemption. I wanted to let him get hit by the train. I was only with him for like 10 minutes, but they were really fucking annoying.
No, that's most creatures were. Still.
In the 10 minutes, he got into a drunken poker argument, somehow managed to get into a fight with a random guy, and then almost got hit by a train and almost fell off a bridge, and then blamed me for trying to throw him off a bridge. And I was like, Jesus Christ, when can I get away from this character?
Well, what you need to do is just proceed to throw him off the bridge. That's all.
If that were an option, I would have done it.
It was an option.
No, the mission fails.
After the mission is done.
No. Goes to a cutscene and then he's gone. Oh, you kind of knock him all down and, use the horse to cart him back to the camp. It's like, why do we want this person?
His voice actor was kind of famous.
I mean, I was only with him for a few minutes, and it was like, Jesus Christ, old man.
It is kind of like some of the justification for some games is like, wait a second, why can't we kill this character? Oh, it's like the voice actor was kind of a big deal.
Modern.
Essentially, I would say one of the favorite celebrity cameos in any video game was randomly Burt Reynolds being the mayor in Saints Row 3. Burt fucking.
That's random.
Right up there was like Keith David and Roddy Piper reenacting They Live from the Saints Row 4.
Yeah, but I like Keith David.
Yeah, so at least in that game, his character's hands actually match his face.
Oh, that's unsettling.
Oh, it's like, that will forever be a gripe with me with the Legendary Edition. It's like, okay, you could have fixed the one thing regarding Anderson, kind of bugging definitely bugged me, because I still, it's like, his hands are orange.
I just feel like the whole Legendary Edition was a bit lazy.
It was a big upscale and a character remodel and some quality of life improvement.
Barely.
It is, with the exception of some key things that are missing. Pinnacle Station and the multiplayer, and it is the definitive way for anybody to play it, and without having to spend. I think I'm trying to think, because because the DLC, regardless of the platform, for Mass Effect, for particularly Mass Effect, which has a lot of DLC, never goes on sale. Like, to buy the DLC for Mass Effect 3 or the Xbox 360 version, which I did.
Same.
Because you can always get Mass Effect 3 on sale at various points.
Well, that's where they get you. You get the base game for free, and the add-ons you got to pay the full. They're still doing that with Resident Evil 4 is the Separate Ways DLC on the remake. Still the same price as when it came out.
For the remake or the original?
The remake. Red?
Yep. There's a remake.
Good to tell if you heard me.
Oh, I heard you. Well, Capcom has sometimes been very iffy with DLC. Those who was on one of the many outside Xboxes. And it's a good game. It was a fun game. Asura's Wrath. You actually had to pay for the ending.
Ah, yes. Yeah, yeah. That's slimy practice right there.
That's the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era, baby. Woo!
I mean, horse armor, right?
Yeah, we're being sarcastic, people. Yes, there are many good games about that, but let's all remember. People want to talk about the predatory. Oh, the gaming companies are much more predatory. It ain't new, people. It ain't new.
Pay for the fucking ending. Unreal. At least with something like Black Mesa, which took many years to complete, if you were to have bought it when they were still only like half done working on it, you don't have to pay for it again. You bought it once. When the game's done, you get the full game.
Yes, or the subscription model method of the just by the individual episodes.
Oh, yes. That one I found annoying. It's like, what do you mean I don't have this? I just paid $30 for this. Yeah, but you need to pay an extra 10 for each episode. Oh, fuck yourself.
Unless it's like if you're paying up front, that's 30, getting everything on the piece.
Yes.
That makes sense. Although some of those episodic games seem to have more content than others in that.
I will give credit to their Game of Thrones, if we're talking about the company I think we're talking about.
Yeah, Telltale, the Game of Thrones one was excellent. Yeah. Like you had...
That was really good.
You had multiple endings, multiple ways to how that could play out.
And I think they actually got the voice actors, or the actual actors to voice the characters.
Yeah. Want to know why Telltale went out of business? Well, there you go. They kind of went above and beyond.
That was one that should have ended up being a series.
It was supposed to. The game got canceled. The sequel got canceled.
I know. I'm just saying that one when they got brought back as, what is it, Skydance or something? They should have.
Oh no, the Skydance owns The Walking Dead outright. Like
Okay.
They're an evil company, mind you, but they endorsed the orange-faced gorilla.
Never mind, man. I never did finish their finale to that series, so I feel good about that.
Although it's like I should take advantage of it being on Game Pass. Easy achieve different versions of it. Why not? Easy game.
Yeah.
We like easy games.
Yeah. I'm at 990 for the month. I gotta find something to get 10 gamer score in.
10 gamers. I would say if it's on Game Pass, give Hades 2 a try. Then.
I mean, I could probably easily knock out at least one more achievement in Resident Evil 2. It's just I just finished playing Claire and Leon, and I don't feel like playing either campaign again immediately.
I was trying to think. I think if there's anything that I've still on Game Pass. Potato, he's just basically moving a potato around, not get killed, and Hey, enemies.
What I really need to do is just go back and finish my standard modern no heals run of Requiem. I'm in the last area of the game.
No heals. How are you even walking?
Yep. One Achilles tendon at a time.
The back of the train bridge.
Yeah, the train's actually not too bad for cleaning.
Just a lot of just a big area.
Yep.
The ground.
I'm dealing with smaller items, with this little fishing village thing. Although the water is really hard for me because I can't really tell what I have and have not cleaned.
First, I had to make sure Sonic Racing controlled it. Another character gets added to the roster.
My God.
Reminder that one of the games I play is the next game, canonically, in the Yakuza, or Like a Dragon.
Like a dragon, touched for the very first time.
It was I had a lot of fun with it, with Yakuza 0 last year. The launch. Granted, it ended up being one of those games where it's like, okay, this having to end up doing a lot more than most people did in it. Most people just do the main story and move on. I try to do it possible.
I think they're pretty long games, aren't they?
The main story isn't.
Okay.
It's all the side content that can bog you down, bog one.
Hmm.
Like
Well, as
technically,
with most things.
technically, the first game takes place, I guess, over the span of like a handful of days. But because you're end up being, or at least in Yakuza 0, rather, which actually that came out much later.
Mm-hmm.
But you end up being locked into one character without the ability to switch until very late in post game. Be able to.
Oh, there's like a whole half save it.
But
I keep looking at finally going back to finish Dead Space.
out of curiosity, did you play that game that was made by the Dead Space developer?
Callisto Protocol?
Yeah.
I have it, I have not played it. I heard it was very repetitive.
No, this was from a game that was like, yes, we're gonna do what Dead Space was supposed to be. Oh, really? Eh? This was not what we
I'm
had
glad
in
it
mind.
wasn't this.
That's
I have not heard good things about it.
if I always listen. Most stuff I've played. I would not have played most of it. Like I am someone who rather enjoyed Duke Nukem Forever. And one could argue, oh, I just went into it that with low expectations.
Fair.
Like no, went into it wanted to play a Duke Nukem game.
And it lived up to its previous way of being written.
Yes. Now, were there things in it that that kind of showed its long development history with all the gameplay mechanics and stuff in there. That kind of shows why it was stuck in development hell for so long. Yes, there was.
That was unfortunate. It just killed that franchise.
Although it is an argument as to why, like 2K and Randy Pitchford, Gearbox guy, there is that argument that look, if you're not doing something with an intellectual property within a amount of time, you have to.
It
You have
should
to
lapse.
give,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's kind of why Sony kept going back to the well with the Spider-Man movies, even though they were doing with the okay, they did the Tobey Maguire trilogy, and
Andrew Garfield duo.
yeah. Then when the rights were about to lapse, hey, if you don't do a movie, it's like, oh, yeah, we gotta
It
do a
goes
movie.
back to Marvel.
Yeah.
I have nothing against Andrew Garfield, but that second Spider-Man movie was bad.
Hey, there's a reason why there wasn't a third one.
First one was fine. I was like, okay, cool. I like Resiphons. You got my attention. The second one, like, oh my god. And I've got some movies on my shelf with Jamie Foxx in him. He's had a few roles that I've been very impressed with. That was not one of them.
Jamie Foxx being Electro was a mistake.
Oh, that was bad.
I mean,
Just everything about it was bad. The CG was bad. The backstory was bad.
it's creative decisions were made. They're not necessarily good decisions, but they were made.
They were creative ones. For someone. I think he was in a movie called The Kingdom that I quite enjoy. Sort of a U.S. military investigator. I can't remember the exact. I haven't watched it in a long time, but the exact story. They go over to investigate the death of like a buddy overseas, and they go over with all the notions. And one of the police officers in the area is actually just like a really good dude and helps him through his investigation. And it's like, this is a great movie.
Kind of amazing how some movies come along with it. Hey, this movie ain't bad. There'll always be that one John Travolta movie that I kind of have that feeling on. It's called The General's Daughter. Late 90s, so chunky Travolta.
The best one.
He's basically
I'm no longer a kid, so who cares, Travolta?
Yeah, well, he still had hair at this point. He hasn't transitioned into the looking like every other generic white dude over the age of 10.
Well, made a lot of money pre-generic, so good on him.
And he was a pilot.
That is true. He has his own pile of planes. How he affords all that, I don't quite understand, but...
Highest commercial flights for people. Residual, I would say residuals off of a lot of his fees and such, but...
That's a lot of residuals. Oh, there was another rock over there. I didn't see it.
Must have been Dwayne.
Oh, technically it's a bush. It looks like a rock to me. Very presidential.
I was trying to figure out, I was like, which way I should joke about this? Because like, I couldn't quite come up with something off the top of my head.
Well, I don't only reserve it for hair loss. I do occasionally make jokes with the top of my head.
Alright. Check on. Oh, the Mammoth and the Knights are underway. The
Nice.
playoff
Go Mammoth.
NHL action. The Flyers and Penguins are still tied 0-0.
I'm very pleased with myself about the Mammoth. I called them at the start of the season as being a sleeper team. So if they beat the Golden Knights, who spent all their sneaky money to make their roster, that would just make me happy.
Oh. Also, considering that the Mammoth and all the shit that they've gone through as a club.
I love their new owner.
Oh, like anybody will be an upgrade over the asset that they had.
Well, have you ever seen him out and about? I can't remember what his actual name is. But he gets like into the crowds. He's got a pair of shorts, baseball cap on backwards, t-shirt. He's in there high-fiving, and like the whole community seems to know who he is. Nobody's bothering him. They're just excited. He's in there with everybody cheering, and then he goes in.
Yeah, this reminds me of when who was it? So this going back to like somewhere in the process era before Embiid, not Embiid, that way.
Yeah.
It's like Will Smith bought like partial ownership of like a minority stake in the Sixers. Yes, that was. Sure. Goes up for one game. Leaves in like the game that they were actually like in the like 10 minutes in. Actually won that game. But geez,
Yeah.
Will. I mean, I know your wife had your balls in this thing, but come on.
We had that with Drake. We made him our global ambassador for the Raptors. And I guess Kevin Durant was in the front row of one of his concerts, so he started like basically trying to recruit him to come to the Raptors
Oh, that
during the
backfired.
concert. And then he got a $250,000 fine from the NBA because he technically works for our team, so it was tampering.
Question is, did he wait? So did he Jake got the fine, right? Or the
Drake.
Yeah, yeah, he got the fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so that the Raptors did not get the fine.
No, they fined him because his quote-unquote job as our global ambassador.
He was doing his job, making it appealing.
Well, the funny thing is Durant had always talked about how his favorite team as a kid was the Raptors. Although I don't think he likes us that much anymore.
Wait a second. Was he? Wait, did he enter the league?
In the 2000s. He's
In
still
the Raptors?
playing.
Yeah,
Probably
so,
like 20... I'd say 2007, 2008, somewhere in that range.
I'm trying to figure out as a kid, like, when did the Raptors come into the league? I'm just trying to.
1995.
Okay, it tracks. Like,
And Vince was there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pull those. Wait, I was just trying to pull like wait, that line up date wise.
Yeah. Vince was on the Raptors, and we had the cool uniforms, and he was all for it.
Air Canada, baby.
Onions, baby, onions. Sick, wicked, and nasty.
Oh, although one of the things like seeing him on like on inside the was him getting, or at least Shaq saying, "Yeah, Vince Carter, great dunker and everything. Love to watch him. But that one time drunk on me." I think they put up a clip of him knocking Carter to the floor. Like, yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen.
Well, Vince's highlight reel is like no other.
That is like he was a man who could legit do a 360 in game.
Not in traffic. Not like on a breakaway, like in traffic. He is the greatest dunker of all time.
Yes. Those who actually played like a full NBA season had a full career. He is the greatest dunker of all time.
He's also got the most games played.
His knees has paid for it, however. But
oh yeah, he was struggling hard with it at the end. He had to become a three-point shooter.
as has most of the league.
Yeah, it's very different now, isn't it? Although I've always appreciated those players. Reggie was my favorite as a kid, and Steph is my favorite now.
Yeah. Again, like with what I grew up watching, like I do kind of miss like the straight up physicality.
I do miss the Charles Oakley enforcer concept. The "you ain't dunking on me." That was actually a big argument I had with the Raptors during the Bosch years and the end of the Vince years. We were so easy to score on. I was like, would somebody just fucking hit somebody?
Yes. Protect the inside. Take the
Show
charge.
you care. Yeah, that was the big thing for us. Was Kyle Lowry led the league in charges for like 4 or 5 straight seasons.
But there was something about like guys just straight up getting into it. Get tangled up for the ball. You know why Dennis Rodman is a Hall of That's why Dennis Rodman is a Hall of Famer. Yes, he's one of the greatest rebounders of all time. But if you actually go back and look at Rodman playing,
defensive metrics.
no, not just defensive. He was like all over the place. It's like he was wherever that ball went, he was going to be there. He's going to get his hands on it.
You're probably not going to understand this one, but there's a guy in the NHL named Zach Hyman. He used to play for the Leafs. He's been with the Oilers the last 5 years or something. I always say that he's the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Mine, 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 mine.
I get the reference.
And so it's the same with Rodman. Mine, 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 mine.
Then again, also help those someone who appreciate a guy who gets the rebound. I mean, come on. I was a kid. Like, I may not have understood what basketball was, but I knew who Charles Barkley was. I knew whatever.
He was a bit of a big deal.
Undersized and one of the greatest rebounders of all time, too.
And he doesn't like size now.
Well, actually, he does. He shrunk.
I haven't watched any games of anything this year, really, other than the baseball games I've had tickets to.
And Barkley has dropped well, he's literally half the man he's literally half the man he was.
Good for him. He needed to lose it. I mean, you can't go into retirement and gain that kind of size and stay healthy. Especially with their height, their legs are already effed up from their careers. Don't make it any harder on yourselves.
Try and keeping an eye there. Keeping an eye on the score of the Flyers and Penguins. The Penguins are holding on are literally playing for their season.
Oh.
Potentially Crosby's career. Although they were all still upset. It's like, oh, Crosby in the way some of the Penguins have acted certainly have not endeared themselves the east side of Pennsylvania.
Well, Kraz has always been a guy who's not afraid to tell you if he doesn't like something.
But if he wants to hang around, he hang around the league. He'll be like, I'm your Geiger, keep showing up, random team.
Well, he hasn't to this point. He's been on one team. And he has not had a single season in his career where he's averaged less than, or a point a game or less. He's always been over a point a game. Bless you, I think.
Yeah. Off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Same, same difference. I appreciate it. So this tiny village is basically everything that has been cleaned. This looks like it. Got the fairgrounds back here.
I see you have a new enthusiast within the stream. Taco Bell man.
Follows and unfollows. Oh, these songs or and then follows again and then.
Interesting.
But
I was watching over that develop the other day.
But
Just trying to gauge what you were feeling in that moment.
it's like I'm trying to be trying to be open with the viewers. As we know, I tend to be sometimes overly quiet on stream. My focus ends up being very much game.
I was just trying to see what your reaction was, because, you know, I do have the sword.
Yes.
If the guy's bothering you, I'd just move him along.
Yes, Iceman has the sword. He has used it. He has not had to use it at all since that one night in 2020.
It's been a minute.
With like 100 bands in one night. They were all the same. And it was all the same person.
Yeah, I was just, like I say, keeping an eye on the development there. And if you were chill with it,
yeah, it's like a vibe.
it's just a sign that I am around. I'm just not always interacting.
I don't know. Sometimes I glance at the if anybody's lurking in the chat to make sure that the number counter is working. And it's like, oh, okay, Iceman's lurking. Like, yes. Between other background, yes, I provide background noise for the most part. Most of the time, it ends up being whatever game I'm playing. But it is the background noise.
Well, I try to at least hop in for every stream if I can.
Keep the streak going. Keep the streak alive.
143.
Records are approaching 2.
Yeah, he started it before me, but I never noticed the streak thing existed. I sort of got off the constantly being on Twitch thing, so that was like oh, it's a streak bar. That's interesting.
It's a neat little feature. Like, it kind of goes to show, like, where some folks have, like, when they do a random stream, it's like, oh shit, my streak is broken because they did this random stream.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's tough.
Yeah, I've had that.
Tough to, like, keep a streak going that way.
Oh yeah.
I can imagine how it would be. See, if like I was back doing like two a day streams. I was back during COVID. Morning, evening one.
Are you getting that, or is that you getting that? Anyway.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, I've lost a streak from on Abe's stream because he streamed and then streamed again at like 3 in the morning. I was like, well, I'm not awake at that point.
Which for him is like 1 in the morning.
Yeah, but not for you and I.
Sometimes I'll rate him is like right as he starts.
Mm-hmm.
Some cases, literally right when he is starting. Yeah, okay, so I see it is. I'm getting a bunch of things, but there are like small random bits.
Yeah. Well, I'm also in a small random bit area, so it's like, is that me or you?
It's somebody. Huh. Percentage. 59. One for everyone.
This is going faster than I would have thought.
Flyers have
took me a while on my own.
Flyers have scored apparently in overtime.
Means they win.
I'm still getting the waiting for like the official confirmation.
Yep. I mean, does that mean they win the series?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
They have moved on.
Although neither team was expected to make the playoffs, so good for both sides.
Yeah, apparently also a good series. I mean, game 6 between two team franchises that are notoriously hate each other, big rival.
Yes, there's very few times that the Philly crowd has cheered a Pittsburgh player, and we're talking like Mario Lemieux returning from cancer.
Oh, Super Mario was that kind of dude.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't care what the rivalry is. If something like that's happening, you give the man his moment. And I think the Philly crowd did a good job with that.
Yes. They then booed him mercilessly 5 seconds later.
Yeah. When he scored a goal.
We have our priorities straight.
And that's to be expected. Once the game has started, then you boo him, because that's your state rival. But in a moment as emotional as that, where the dude had literally done his last chemo treatment that morning and played that game and had 2 points in that game, you give him the nod. Very good work, Flyers fans.
Oh, as I say, Philadelphia is a blue-collar town.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
those Pittsburgh, I believe, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just more of like level of blue-collarness is like. Let me put it this way: is like when the Phillies and Pirates were in the National League East. It was not uncommon for brawls to break out. But ever since, the 3-digit play, like anytime the Phillies face the Pirates, like, who cares because they play each other so infrequently.
Also, like Pittsburgh has been irrelevant for most of my life.
I had a
in the 2010s, yes, with Russell Martin and Garrett Cole. A.J. Burnett, famously.
But there is something to be. Yes, it's like the Pirates. I was a young kid. I mean, it was kind of like a big deal. It was like those early '90s Pirates. I mean, come on. You had Bonds and Bonilla on the same team.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Someone's still paying for Bonilla.
I would be the Mets, baby.
Mets, lol.
Lol, Mets never dies.
Yeah.
Somehow Yozenes Cespedes is still getting paid, I believe.
I liked Cespedes. He was funny. He was lazy, but he was harmless, showed up for camp with that horse one day.
Yeah, when somebody told him to say, "Fuck you and your horse that you rode in on." It was quite literal in that case.
Tim McAuliffe, or not Tim, Sid Cicero and Tim McAuliffe used to have a TV show here where they would talk about sports, and Tim was always the tempered one who would keep things moving, and Sid was loud and outrageous. And so when they saw him coming to camp with a different vehicle every day and a horse on one of the days, Sid tried to recreate it with like a bicycle, what are those like big wheeled scooter things called, where you used to have to stand on them?
A Segway?
Yeah, Segway was one. And then he had someone dress as a horse and carry him to the studio.
Hey, Andy. It was in budget. How'd it work?
It was pretty funny. The horse washed its hands right after. So Sid's watching it back. He's like, "Hey, he just washed his hands."
Yeah, he's washing his hand of the whole damn comedy bit, man. You wanted no part of it. Hey, you're gonna be on TV, but you gotta be dressed as a horse and you gotta carry a dude.
Yeah. They had some great moments. They were doing a race in the street, and Sid came in like full spandex, and he should not have been wearing spandex. He lost a bet and had to sing Despacito on air.
Esposito?
Despacito. I don't know the song.
I can understand having to sing like maybe Desperado.
No, Despacito. And it's in Spanish, I believe.
Yeah, that's why I said it's like, okay. Kind of a random.
You can guess with a name like Sid Cicero, his Spanish is just top notch, right?
Probably better than mine. I have butchered many names. Also, speaking of butchering names.
Oh dear. What's this week's winner?
Seeing the name Kingston, spelled with a Y. So I just went on my way. Yeah, KYNGTON. So I just went on. I said, "Yeah."
It would be KYSTD.
Oh, so it's like I went on my way to say, "Hey, can I please speak with Kingston?" Kingston, yes. No, it's Kingston. That's not how it was spelled. That was my direct response too. They hung up on me really damn quick. Look, don't blame me. Blame your parents.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's a short phone call. You can move on to the next client and say you got through your list.
Basically, I do try to get depending on the assignment, 3 to 4 interviews on the average night. Especially if they take anywhere from. If they're sure, it kind of depends on this one big assignment that we have. It varies because depending on the literally the region of the country, and the edition can be as short as 13 minutes. Breezy, yes, no. Yes, no questions, rate scales of 0 to 10, multiple choice answers. Get through it real quick in 13 minutes, particularly if the person is knowledgeable. Then there are certain parts of the country you get an extra 10 minutes of questions. And it's Florida. People who are,
Florida needs to be asked more questions.
Which is so pleasant. Oh, yeah.
You got to encourage Florida to actually think for a minute. So that's not the worst thing.
And keep in mind here, the questions that get added there because they study on healthcare and helping like local doctors and stuff.
Do they know what that is?
Yeah, and here it is. The additional 10 questions that get added for this, the fun folks in Florida, are all mental health questions. Like in the last 6 months, did you feel you get the mental health services that you needed?
Huh.
Yes, no.
Or, if you are a Canadian living in Florida, why?
Well, in the case of pro wrestlers, I can actually answer that one. No property taxes. Some property is a tax scheme. If you ever wonder why so many pro wrestlers, particularly those who are Canadians, always end up in like Tampa, Florida, that's why.
I did not know that.
Like, so it was one of those damnedest things. Like when, or they supposed to say, John Cena lives in Tampa and attends more Rays games than Red Sox games. Like, really?
Isn't he from Massachusetts?
Yeah. But it's one of those weird things. But it's like, oh yeah, John Cena was at the Rays game today.
Isn't that the accent?
He kind of like, as most multimedia stars, they will go out of the way to take the voice lessons or speech therapy to lose the accent.
I think all of Massachusetts should have to take speech therapy, but you know.
And that kind of it depends on which parts of Massachusetts.
Well, I meant someone who's got the Ben Affleck in Good Will Hunting accent there. I guess Casey Affleck was even worse. Bring him back a sandwich.
There
There
was a thing on Jimmy Fallon, or I'm not sure how long ago it was.
Well, he's from Mass, isn't he?
I believe. No, he's from like New York or something. Like in that general area.
He's from Mass.
I think he's New York, but there was a whole thing where it was like him and two other dudes was like doing like the Boston accent, the Massachusetts accents, of pronouncing like the all the cities and counties and stuff within the state. It was a rather long bit, but you kind of had like three different like accents going with three different people. I'll have to look it up, but I thought it was quite clever. Because you can be from.
I have a shirt that makes fun of a lot of them.
Most people make fun of me because of how I say water.
What's wrong with that?
Well, depending on, because it's water, but I don't.
You mean how it's spelt?
Yeah, it's like most people says yes. It's like this was something one of my supervisors would get on me. It's like when you say it's water, not water. Water. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's like us with Toronto.
I was gonna say, well, how am I saying
Dropping our T's.
Toronto Blue Jays? I don't say that thing.
Yeah, but I just mean that's usually a uniquely Toronto area thing. Everyone else goes Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're not from here. You have outed yourself, person who just said Toronto.
Yes, I'm the Lone Ranger. I'm looking for my sidekick, Toronto. I mean Tonto, right? No, I'm here for. I know what I said.
I said what I know. You must not have said anything.
I know what an awful movie that was.
What was that?
The Lone Ranger, the one with Johnny Depp.
Oh, I think you could just put that in front of almost every Johnny Depp movie.
Pretty much.
I don't think we have to be that specific.
Because I get what they were trying to do. Because yes, he was part Native. He's part Native American. He claims.
Is he?
Or so he again. Or so he claims. Is-
It's pretty messed up, so it's really hard to say.
Yeah, and the way he played, the way he was appeared as Lone Ranger's sidekick of Tonto was questionable. I
Agreed.
mean, I mean, granted, like the original depiction in the old serials was not great, but there's a reason why for those who ever saw the old serial, either when they were airing in television, it had like kind of like a nostalgia feeling. I'm almost for proper representation, but not with the how Johnny Depp looked in that movie.
Mm.
Like
It was a choice.
I felt offended. I had no reason to be.
And I've been watching 1923, one of the Yellowstone prequels.
Yep.
Ooh boy, they go into the history of how First Nations people were treated in our, and I can't even say it was the U.S. because we did the same thing up here. It's like, holy shit, it's very uncomfortable to watch, but I'm trying to make sure I don't fast forward through any part of it, just because it's like, this shit is likely pretty accurate. As messed up as it is, and I think it's important that we not forget that.
And this is why I get a kick out of occasionally watching old like Western.
Mm.
Like, boy. When they say whitewash, they were quite literal in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as long as they stay away from anything involving Native American focus. Yes, here's the plot of the movie or the TV show, or have you?
Yeah.
But then again, this is also why I have a fondness for Star Trek Deep Space Nine, because it is essentially a frontier Space Nine. For those who don't
Space
know,
Western.
yeah, it is a space western. Specifically, there was an old show called Rifleman,
Mm-hmm.
and
The rifleman.
had one of the greatest openings for like a TV show. Like dude just walking in like with his rifle, popping off 6 shots,
Mm-hmm.
walking with his like. But yeah, that certainly got like its folks' attention.
The rifleman. I just like that that's how it ends. It's like the rifleman. We were all hungover watching it one day at my cousin's. It's like,
Okay, so you know exactly
it's
what I'm.
simple.
Yeah, typical like frontier western town plot.
Mm-hmm. I was so sick that morning.
There was
I had a beer that had gone bad, and I'd never went quite like that in my whole life. And I only had one beer, and I'm a person who can drink like a dozen beers and 5 or 6 straight drinks of whiskey and be fine the next morning. I had one beer and just projectiled in the bathroom that morning.
So were you going? Were you aiming from the door or the?
I made it into the room, closed the door, turned, got the toilet up, and it just went like full hose out my nose and mouth. It was like, holy shit, this is wild.
No, Brandon, get the camera.
Ooh. I was like, Jesus, I didn't even get drunk. What is happening? I had a single beer that I brought with me. But apparently I had that beer a little too long. That was back when I wasn't drinking very much. Like, probably like 20 beers a year.
think I had maybe, let's see, this decade, 5. Oh wait, no, what? No, 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 no.
I've had 4 in the last week.
7. Because one year for my birthday, my mom actually bought me a 6-pack of like Heineken.
How was it?
Oh, it's fine. I kept it because it was my birthday falls in December. I could just keep beers like in the down here in the basement. They stay cold.
Nice. Yeah, Heineken's one of my go-tos.
It's been a while. I mean, the last alcoholic beverage I straight up had was that Corona. That was my mom's last Corona. That was still in the fridge. Everybody remembers the struggle to me to get that sucker
Get it
open. Yes. It's
Yeah,
free.
same with the Heinekens.
Heineken that didn't have a problem with. Those were
Oh, they're pop-offs here too.
the Coronas. Oh, you need a bottle. You need a bottle, actual bottle opener. Explain why.
Yeah, you need them for Heinekens here too.
It would explain why it's like in the kitchen when I was like cleaning stuff out. I was like, okay, how? I was like, boy, I have bottle openers all over it. Like in every single drawer, there's a bottle opener. Like, oh, well, my mom liked her Coronas every so often, so it's like, it was always going. She was always going to find one. My brother.
Oh, yeah. Did I ever tell you my story about my first time having Heineken?
Oh.
So my buddy Johnny and I in college, we would always get, there was like 4 or 5 brands where you could get 24 beers for $1 a beer. And when you're in college, that's great value. And you know, you're always seeing Molson Canadian or Labatt Blue advertised during all the hockey games and baseball games. So it's like, oh, those must be the best beers. And the other one we would see would be Heineken. So we decided, with our lack of money, to try something new and get a Heineken. Now again, you've got to remember, most of the beer we've ever had, you'd get for $1 a bottle. So the quality of such beer ain't so good. We get the Heineken back, 6-pack, costs almost as much as a 2-4 normally would for us. And we crack it, cheers, start drinking, and we're both just immediately like, oh, what the fuck? So I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
More, please.
Buddy Johnny, same sentiment. He's like, oh, I don't know if I can drink this now. Like, oh, let's try another. We swig back some more, and it's like, oh, fuck, it's so bad. And basically, Johnny is just freaking out at this point because we spent $20 whatever on these 6 beers. And he's like, man, I can't drink this. This is awful. I'm not touching this. What do you think? And he looks over at me, and I'm literally chugging the entire bottle. And he's like, dude, don't. What's wrong with you? And I was like, we paid $20 for this. I'm fucking drinking it.
Oh yeah, it's like, ooh, I hate this. It is revolting. Oh, you want more? Please. Okay. That's already paid for.
It was probably like 15 years later, I was at a Chuck's Roadhouse. I don't know if you guys have like Kelsey's or anything like that down there, but it's a Roadhouse restaurant.
Yeah, there are some you just have to go out of your way.
But we went there for dinner with a friend, and I was like, ah, hell, I'll give it another try. Worst thing that can happen is I spent $3 on this beer to find out I ate it again. I was like, oh, after all my palating over the years, I actually do kind of like this.
Yes, you needed to enhance the palate to appreciate the texture of American-made German beer.
Likely.
Something to that effect.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Uh, always a good
One of
thing.
Johnny and I's funny moments.
It's a great moment. And hey, got a story out of it. That's all.
I'll never forget his, "What are you doing?" And my response, "You paid $20 for this. Like, we're going to fucking drink it." And again, we were like 19, 20. We didn't have any money to be getting fancier beers, so I'm fucking drinking it.
So since it was like probably considered an import beer, probably a markup on that too.
Mm-hmm. And I've tried probably another 150 plus beers since.
Found some even worse. Hey,
Oh, definitely. Americans, Blue Moon. Or Belgian Moon? What's it called? Is that the thing? I've forgotten what it's called. What's that fucking awful beer called?
that fucking awful beer. You're asking a non-being, like I said,
Belgian Moon, Blue Moon. Yeah, it is called Blue Moon. Fucking awful.
you're asking a non-beer drinker, or is that?
Dante and them convinced me to get it. They said it was a popular beer. So I got it while we were camping, and it was like, oh, you guys can drink that. I'm fine with that. Because I wanted to try something different.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't just want to get like the crowd pleasers, you know? I'm going somewhere new. Let's get something. I got one of the local beers, and I got that. The local beer was much better.
This is gone by swimmingly.
Yes, it went faster than I would have thought.
I've been using the triple nozzle, and that's the.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
I'm using just a regular one.
It's like at the end of the first, the Knights and Mammoth were top
Oh, man.
one.
I believe in you. Leafs are about to sign your old GM. It sounds like.
What,
It was
Leafs?
suspended. Yeah, we're looking for a new GM. We fired everybody.
Huh. Taking the Boston approach.
I shouldn't say we fired everybody. The coach is still there. I don't understand why. He's still there.
I don't know. It's like they need somebody for like somebody new to fire right away. I don't want them coming in there having to like scramble too much. The off
We're looking
season.
at adding the youngest GM ever. John Chaika was 26 when he was hired back in 2016.
Huh? And how much meddling is ownership going to do?
Well, this is just it. The guy who was doing the meddling is no longer with the company, and their plan is to hire Matt Sundin to be the in-between guy.
Oh.
Matt's who has never done anything like this, so I don't see a lot of meddling going on.
They'll find a way.
But Chaika, hilariously, in his 4 years with the Coyotes at the time, several of his players are still on the Mammoth. He was caught doing illegal scouting during the combine, and they were fined a first rounder. And he was then caught trying to get another job while GM of that team, and was suspended for an entire season.
Hey, he's just trying to being proactive. That's all.
And apparently now he owns like a whole bunch of Wendy's and Tim Hortons and helps run a financial company. He's their CEO.
Okay, so he's a hustler.
Yeah, he's a whiz kid, as they say. He's all about the analytics.
Damn analytics. They're ruining the sport.
I'll be back.
Ba-ba-ba. Getting exactly where you left off. Let's see. Ah.
Alright, sorry.
No problem. You were right where you were left off.
I had reached the point where I couldn't hold it any longer.
Well, this is a game that kind of has the
Looks
water flowing.
Mm-hmm.
So try not to think about Niagara Falls.
I do it to my sister all the time.
Oh, yeah, I turn. Actually, one of the like the Three Stooges variation of it. Like they did a whole, they did it as like a whole like stage routine for one of their sports. It stands out as being quite different in a lot of the typical Three Stooges adventures.
Hmm. You gotta mix it up.
Idea.
The wrong side. All these damn trees and bushes have so many contours.
And then you start realizing, oh wow, all the little nooks and crannies that got missed. It's like, oh yeah, I got cleaned. No, it didn't.
Yeah, I get the feeling that if there's anything we have missed, it's not going to be easy to spot.
For fish mark.
The NFL draft was annoying to watch.
I can imagine. unless you're like doing it for content creation, there was
It goes very slow.
like you really need 10 minutes between picks.
Well, that and the Bills traded back out of 3 times in the first round and didn't end up picking at all till the next day. It was like,
Wow.
oh, Jesus Christ. To get more picks because they had traded some away in other moves. So they picked the 31st pick, which is the 3rd pick of round 2, instead of picking pick 26. And it was 26, then it was 28, then it was 31, and then it was 35. It's like, stop trading back!
Well, if you're trying to reload, you want to get a bunch of picks and have like a bunch of options.
Make for
Yeah.
much fun to watch.
Yeah, particularly if you have a rooting interest in them,
Indeed.
which you do.
Oh, it's just a big rock in this tree. Big rock!
Like all the things I missed.
Yes. I've tried to be thorough, but I'm sure I missed something. There's so many little things.
Yeah, I went back. I get some stuff with some of the buildings that you were. Oh yeah, it's like I didn't. Mountain Tree, Harbor, Castle.
There's one. You know you can stop the train, right?
Why? There's no need to stop the train. The train keeps on rolling. Wow, all the way.
Of course, it's on my side. Yay! Bear-sized one.
Look, got a good.
Half, give or take.
You
Yeah. I think a little less than 90, but
yeah,
definitely
start.
faster than I would have thought.
Yeah, well, 2 people would do. Now we wait for them to add another one.
Another one.
But that's another time.
Yeah, 6 or 7 years from now.
And there's useless. Like, I'm amazed that this game actually adds lore. When the first one too, it blows my mind.
You gotta have a little fun with it, I guess.
Back through, read all the little notes of cover the thing. That was basically it's just mess around for a while. Show a breeze.
Yes.
None of this gravel. No. As well, just like just as I say, got all the base game achieved. I was just like, visit one. If you finish it, it's like, hey, it's no big deal. We already done it.
Just happened. Oh. You
Yeah.
liked this one, eh?
So, was memorable.
It felt more relaxing than some of the other ones did.
Yeah, very straightforward. Every room.
It was neat.
Yep. And again, this is just for fun. At this point in time, it's just no. Well, it was always for fun, but
Well, you're
It's
still
like,
building up funds to pay for everything, so.
yeah. And it goes again as a closer. Because I've done that with a few games. Yeah, it's okay, yes, we finished the game, but yeah, you know what, there's still more to do. And like that's why I have it listed like last Wednesday was the night game was finished. But we came back to finish the other things the other stuff I could have just knocked off stream, but you know. Because everything else was
I
done
said
on
you might as well.
yeah.
Just to flesh it out.
Like the entire base game was done on stream.
And we got that music.
Yes. It was a nice little song, a great little closing moment.
That song was way better than it had any right to be.
That's sometimes the case with some games actually getting good music. And unlike other games, it's like they're not get hit with a DMCA or a copyright claim on it. Hey, neat. Even better.
Every once in a while, they gotta surprise you.
Yes. Got some game studios and publishers are kind of like a problematic is how much they try to nickel and dime everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sony Entertainment Group, I'm looking at you as a
Are you able to point out exactly which part you want to point out? You're just going to go with the entirety of their existence. Well, you know I hate Sony, so I'm not a good one to go with.
Hey Striker, how's it going? Thank you for the hydration, sir. So you're going to like the Rat Marino giveaway, Striker?
Oh, Art Marino. You shithole on it.
It's like nope. I mean, there was a time Angels were a respected franchise.
Yes, Garrett Anderson played for them.
Yes. Who will lose this weekend, the Angels or the Mets?
Oh, you know who I want to lose.
Yeah, I believe it will be the Mets.
Mm-hmm. That's...
Oh, so that's the matchup this weekend between the Angels and the Mets. So it's like, well,
Oh, go Angels.
the Fun World Series, the Angels Giants World Series.
That's the one the Angels won, right?
Yeah, the only one they won.
Yep. Oh, that's why I said the one.
Yeah. it,
I loved that team.
yeah. Performances were a bit blando, but you can always have a fondness for more like the 80s style Angels. Or 80s uniforms for
I
a lot
like
of
them
teams.
because of the movies.
But the Angels in the outfield movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, this call
I'm
here.
obviously joking.
Could be serious.
I try not to.
made. I mean, as a baseball movies go, well, kids baseball movies, the Angels in the Outfield certainly exists.
Rookie of the Year exists.
I would dare to say Little Big League is probably the best of those early mid '90s kids baseball films, mainly because it goes way more than it has to. Like you actually sit and watch that movie. You actually see that they actually shoot all the baseball scenes as actual as how you would see them on like replay, like the like a like a throw from the outfield if it goes to the cutoff man to the catcher, so it actually looks realistic. Now soccer is coming to Vegas too. I don't think Vegas had a soccer team. Vancouver team might move to Vegas. Well, it wouldn't be the first time a sports franchise in Vancouver died.
It's because everyone in Vancouver is high.
Yeah. Still trying to figure out, I was like, I asked someone one time, hey, can you explain why the Memphis basketball team in the NBA is called the Grizzlies? You know, fucking Grizzly Bear within 100 miles of Memphis, Tennessee.
It'd be fun if there was.
No. I almost guarantee you somebody on a VOD or anything watches to this point, sees that as like, if somebody puts a comment in there, I will like it on the YouTube side. So there you go.
Sure.
Of course, since I know folks watch the the Twitch VODs, so if you're not unaware that there's the comment section on the YouTube version of things, so there you go. If you watch this point, just go over to the YouTube channel. Let me know if there are grizzly bears within 100 miles of Memphis, Tennessee.
As for Vegas getting a soccer team, was it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not a fan of jogging with occasional diving.
Not a fan of football.
Fan of people pretending to get hit by a truck when someone blew out their held-in breath near them.
Well, that is like 80% of the NBA, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, guess what else? What else I haven't watched this year? The league really is soft now. And I know I sound old saying it, but goddamn.
Hey, there's a reason why I laugh my ass off when it says when he sees these young kids watching this particularly the Larry Bird greatest moments or whatever they called it remix or whatever video. Bird has just being floored of that level of effort does not exist in the NBA today.
Hard no.
Feel like seeing a decent dunk in the NBA today. Not just during the All-Star game.
They're all so soft. Except Steven Adams.
But he's a hard man.
I think he's from New Zealand or Australia, one or the other, but he's known for being one of the tougher rim defenders. Very famously got kicked in the balls by Draymond Green. And Draymond said that it was part of his shooting motion.
Ah. I guess what's I don't know, I think kicking a New Zealander in the balls is the last thing anyone should do, but...
I know, it's of all the people you want to fuck with there, Draymond, Steven might not be top of the list. He's a 7 foot tall, actually muscular NBA center. I don't mean like wiry or whatever. No, he's muscular. He very famously during the bubble in 2020, so many players were complaining that the hotel accommodations were not as nice as they would have liked, and the food wasn't very good. He did an interview with, I guess, ESPN, and he was like, "Nah, we've got all these guys out here." I'm like, nobody in this league is making it to 10 million. Like, honestly. We're in 4-star hotels. Oh my god, your chicken's a little dry. Like, there's people dying who've lost their jobs. Like, let's quit whining, boys.
Yeah, so that's a great way for him to endear himself to the
I
work.
was like, oh, love Steven Adams.
Like, remote. Now, and then one of the things that just drove me nuts is like people worrying about like protesting, like, hey, certain guys like fell get like a couple games short and they had to protest and like to like had to file an appeal that showed they could be qualified for to get some awards and stuff. Like, dude, you couldn't play 65 games.
Yeah, it's like nobody plays the season anymore.
65 games. That's
I'm not
what?
asking for much here.
That's literally like what? 2/3 of a season? A little over it?
It's more than that. That's 75, 80% of the season.
Can't
They only play 82.
Can't play that many games. You want to qualify for MVP, defensive league?
Yeah, they're stopped.
The softest player of them all, Joel Embiid.
Well, Embiid?
Yes.
Oh.
Who you had, like I was getting ahead of you on that one.
He annoys me because there is a world of talent there. Truly. But you can shut that guy down in the opening 10 minutes of the game. You can beat Philly in the opening 10 minutes of the game because of him.
Yeah,
If he doesn't get going early, it has a little bit of trouble early on, he just stops playing.
yeah, yes, Mr. Boo Boo Face. Now it's the Hurricanes Flyers. Second round.
Oh, enjoy your brief existence in round 2. The Hurricanes are very good.
If history has ever said anything about anything happening in the NHL playoffs, that will be proven wrong in this
Canadiens
case.
went to the finals one year.
I will be rapidly proven wrong. There is no chance in hell.
In 2020, a team of literal no-ones made it to the NHL finals thanks to the Canadian bubble.
There's a slight difference there regarding that, and like the always perpetual like championship contending Hurricane case.
Yeah, man, those Hurricanes should be better.
But the old Flyers, no. Just remember, folks, the Flyers did what they were supposed to do. They won the games they should have. Got those. They went into overtime. And look, it was like, hey, they go to the advance the playoffs because they play a lot of overtime. They actually.
Yeah, they did it today. Stick to what you're good at, right?
If you it is a sound because what was it? It's like the Flyers are kind of at this point. Like, hey, it just thug hockey. Wear them down. You keep the score tied. Going to overtime, you guys are gonna have the other team all banged up at that point.
Wait, have the Flyers ever played thug hockey before?
You can say they specialize it.
It is a franchise known for a particular style. Excuse me.
And to be fair, up until really up until what, like the 2010s, they were almost always a playoff contender, at least in my lifetime.
Oh yeah.
It was like
I loved that team with Richards and Gagne and Carter, and Kimo Timonen.
Go back earlier. Lindros, Brittamore, Leclerc.
Didn't like that team as much.
Recchi.
I liked some of them. Yeah, I liked Mark Recchi, but he won with the Recchi.
Yeah, but it's kind of unfortunate that the Flyers ran into the Red Wings that one year. It's like, ah, shit.
Or the Devils that one year.
Yeah. It's like, eek.
That team had an unstoppable aura to it. If the West had the Red Wings, the East had the Devils, and he was getting by then for a good period.
It was certainly like banging into the walls fights.
Scott Stevens was relatively infamous for such things.
Can't argue with guys being physical, excuse me.
No, he did take advantage. A lot of what Scott Stevens did would be a suspension today.
Hey, rules, and they changed the rules.
Mm-hmm. He was a bit brutal. I'm not afraid to say it. I just won't say it to his face because it's scary. You ever seen Scott Stevens? He looks like a literal, pit bull.
Oh, it's like somebody had to take the bite out of the other team's ass.
And he was like 6'4", 240.
Excuse me.
And in his early days, he was like a 70-point defenseman. Then he became the big rugged shutdown guy.
Evolved. Or de-evolved,
He was still
depending.
good for 30 or so points, but he was brutal.
He evolved, depending on one's perspective. The team needs someone to do some shutdowns? Okay.
Drawing the Devils was basically like that scene from Lord of the Rings where Saruman goes, "So you have chosen death." Going over the middle against Scott Stevens. "So you have chosen death."
You were brave.
You shall not pass. But you shouldn't be.
You were bold.
You're very confident. I will give you that. You shouldn't be. I love that scene. That show is so funny.
Oh.
It's very clever. If you ever get a chance to watch Community, it is very quick and clever and hilarious, and Ken Jeong and John Oliver weren't really famous yet.
We're checking out a little show of the Thin Blue Line, Oren Atkinson, kind of like a comedy police proceeding.
Yeah, got it. Watch that one. My grandpa loved all of his stuff, so he was always sending us that and Blackadder.
Yes.
A lot of Keeping Up with the Appearances or Have You Been Served.
Blackadder is awesome. It's like the first series of Blackadder is a chore. I will admit, it is a chore to get through.
Well, everything's still finding its footing, right?
Yeah, but the second series, and particularly the second series definitely is like hit like a better mark there. It's like, yeah, so maybe the title character should not be as much of a be an idiot.
Mm.
I mean, still an idiot, but not outwardly.
Like Leon in the new Raccoon City movie. Why is Leon a moron?
But what, in Resident Evil 9?
Oh, in the movie Welcome to Raccoon City,
Oh,
they had all of them working together, even though they didn't actually work together in the early original Outbreak phases. And it was like rookie Leon basically couldn't figure out how to get out of his own bed. Like, oh my god.
ah. So worth watching for like the nobody fucking read the source material vibes.
To be fair, it felt like they tried to combine 1 and 2 and make it into one movie. And there were aspects of it that was like, okay, all right. And when I finished, I was like, they tried to squish too much into one thing. They really needed to make this 2 movies.
Let's just keep this in mind here as it relates to Resident Evil, like the entire
It's a low bar.
As it relates to particularly the Resident Evil, or like the Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Outbreak and Outbreak Fire 2.
Breaks. Yeah.
All take
Well, it's pretty much the same couple of days. Yeah.
no, Resident Evil 1 takes place like a few weeks before. Because Jill
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And 0 is
and Zero's
same
before
day, but hours before.
yeah. But there is essentially Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1 could work as a single movie.
Yes, agreed, but not 1 and 2.
1 and 2, no. 1 and 2, 2, 3, and Outbreak, and the 2 Outbreak games could work as a single movie, but they all take place at the same time. There is an overlap there, because it goes. What is it? It is the first half of 3, 2. Oh, there. So it's like Outbreak 3, the first half of 3, 2, the back half of 3, and then like the Outbreak and whatever it is with the nuclear missile ending. The Scorched Earth. I'm just happy that they referenced Alyssa Ashcroft. It's like, hey, they brought her back. Like that. That's a deep cut.
Grace is maybe the best character they've come up with in a long time.
And not another generic everyman dude. With no face.
All of the, well, she must have a lot of weapons training because she was in the FBI. It's like, yes, she's also a desk analyst. You can pass your weapons training when a target's not shooting at you.
Yeah, big difference when you are being hounded by different things.
Things that refuse to die. Things that generally you're not expecting to ever come across.
Things that have no reason to exist.
Mm-hmm.
But because of Umbrella being an unscrupulous company, they do. Like, but I can appreciate, but it does drive me a bit nuts though, because of like how many of the characters that have been a part of the Resident Evil franchise kind of been like sidelined heavily. Like, okay, Claire's in Resident Evil 2. Where does she appear again? Code Veronica, and she gets one more game, and it's one of the Revelations.
Yeah, 2, I believe.
Harry Burton
Barry Burton.
is in
Also terrible in the movies.
Albert Wesker. Well, he appears everywhere.
Games, movies,
Well,
German
Wesker,
porn.
Wes, Wesker will Wesker will show up anywhere and everywhere. You need you need a villain from Resident Evil, and you don't want like Nemesis or a Titan. Oh, we have Wesker here. Hence why he's in Dead by Daylight.
Wesker is a bit of attention whore.
Like the fact that like the guy from Homelander who plays Homelander in the boys goes then ends up saying is like, they want me to play Wesker, but he's like in his 40s. I'm in my 50s now. I'm not even blonde anymore.
I don't think he ever was blonde.
Well, he dyed his hair.
Only for the show, right?
Something.
Yeah, he's definitely doesn't look like a man in his 20s or 30s.
Wesker was always older than
Anthony Starr is not young.
Wesker was never a young man anyway. Despite his appearance.
Well, I still enjoy that Anthony Starr was banned from Ireland for fighting.
How do you get banned from Ireland for fighting? I guess
When
he
you
found
don't live there, they don't charge you with assault. They just tell you not to come back.
It's a story to tell.
I was like, it fits your characters so well, because before the insane psychopathic Homelander character, he was a man named Hood who pretended to be the sheriff of this place after the sheriff died, so he just took the idea, even though he was a convict, so he gave rough justice in the community on a show called Banshee.
Yeah, that's kind of a common trope. The sheriff died, and somebody who's not supposed to have a job takes the job.
Not usually supposed to be a convict, although Michael Rosenbaum, who was Lex Luthor, had a show called Impastor. He was trying to kill himself, and a pastor tried to save him and died, and he became the town's new pastor because no one had met him yet.
It's always something. A unique premise for a show, I'll give it that.
It was, I mean, it started out funny. Didn't go very long, maybe 2 years.
It's a high concept show, so it's. And when we say a high concept, it means that somebody was probably high when they came up with it. Hardy har har.
I remember seeing the previews and having a good laugh at it. I was like, this is ridiculous.
It was there some of the more ridiculous shows concepts that I've ever seen. Nothing's quite coming close along those lines. I mean, unless you're getting into surreal, like, sitcom territory. You have, like, the, throw everything at the wall, see what sticks, mindset of the television.
Well, we saw lots of that.
Like, somebody in the 1970s, like, thought it was like, hey, give the Jackson 5 their own cartoon. And it was awful.
I look at cartoons today, and the advancements of illustration everything had, where you can look at it in video games, where things are getting to the point of photorealism. cartoons are really fucking poorly drawn today for the kids stuff, whereas I feel like ours actually look like people.
Well, I would say that it's like sometimes you have to like to there are a lot of artists and animators kind of have like from that I'll say not so much school but the influence of a lot of shows that were aired in like the 90s, like the Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life shows, Doug. Matter of fact, a lot of animators who came up who was like from like the 19 like
Good old Pork Chop and Roger.
yeah. But you think about it,
Skeeter.
you look at Doug as a cartoon and like how everybody was drawn in it. Everything had like a bit of a stylized look to it.
Hmm.
Oh, it is.
I mean, I guess the popularization of anime then as well.
I wouldn't say so much anime, at least as it relates to a Western animation. There are shows that had like some of that blatant influence, like the 2000, the early 2000s Teen Titans series. Really big example of that, where anime was kind of like a big
Art style.
on its art style and animation.
I didn't like that.
But
I guess because I grew up on like Batman the animated series and Spider-Man.
yeah, Teen Titans was certainly aimed at a slightly different demographic, like at a younger demographic group. And I would say that I'm someone, but then I always have like this mindset as it relates to cartoons. Okay, is the show well written? Yes. Does it have some like cool animation moments in that show? For at least for me, like yes. Okay, then I will enjoy this. Animation was actually really well done. There was a lot of that Batman animated series, like with that dark shading, a dark lighting, a lot of scenes and like tense moments. Teen Titans kind of stood out, but people like that. Batman Beyond, to a large extent too. Although I don't think people understood like the Batman of Tomorrow, or it's supposed to be called Batman Tomorrow. I called Batman Beyond because they thought people were too stupid to realize it's like Batman Tomorrow. That's a new episode of Batman Tomorrow. Like, okay, it'll be tomorrow.
To be fair, they are too stupid, but neither here nor there.
Oh, these were the executives who.
No, general people. I'm not gonna give general people a pass.
No, the only thing dumber than general people is TV network executives. Now, what else does one explain that everybody loves Raymond stayed on the air for as long as it did?
That was not one I watched. I mean, probably caught an episode here and there, but it's not one I ever sat down with the intention of seeing a bunch of them.
There's a general rule when it comes to sitcoms, I want to say. If your show is so long on the air so long that you have to come up with an episode to retcon something, you've been on the air too damn long.
That's every show from the 70s.
Well, that only kind of really applies to MASH and maybe Gunsmoke.
Longer than the fucking war. Way longer than the war.
Yeah. Way longer than the war and the war after it.
And the war after it. And longer than the Ukraine war.
That one's still ongoing. Wouldn't know it by now.
Hopefully it doesn't get to MASH levels. National coverage.
Yeah, at least here in the States, because we got our own fuck up happening.
Well, that's because you guys are buddies with Russia.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way you just said that says it all.
Yeah. Yep. America, fuck yeah! Our president bends over and takes him up the ass. I don't know, like Prince Charles comes over. It's like the headline is like Prince Charles tells. Oh God, says King Charles comes over, and it says like yeah. Trump goes up to him and says, start telling him all this stuff, and it's like, dude, I just want to go sit down. It's a long fight. Now it's not the time.
Oh, I can't imagine any conversation with that man.
One or both of them.
They're listening to Charles talk
Well,
and Trump.
I would say King Charles at least has one of my favorite, at least random moments, at least I came across on YouTube, involving to be or not to be and all the different inflections on how to say it. Have all these different actors who played who done Macbeth.
What am I stuck to? Oh, it's a stupid wheel. I'm like, why do I keep moving?
Just spinning around in the circle.
They're spinning. Anyone knows what comedy that's from? You know, I can't finish that sentence.
Yeah, so this is what it was like for you when you were doing like the majority. Like as I struggled through like half of this, you were like speed running through it with your advanced washing tools.
Hey, it was great because it took way less time than I did when I did it on my own. So I was enjoying myself. Yes, you were maybe, you know, early on you were getting 10%, then 20, and then 25, and then 30. But it was a percentage I didn't have to do. I was like, sweet.
Teamwork, baby.
I don't care what percentage it is. It's what percent I don't have to redo. I'm on board.
Hey, the chief. Hey, the achievements pop all to say.
It doesn't matter.
Again, we were just doing this one to actually perfect village of time. This one, and then be into doing the DLC while I'm working.
Are you gonna get the Star Wars one when it comes out?
More than
I can only imagine what a Super Star Destroyer is gonna look like. It's gonna be epic. And ridiculous.
It'll be huge. Try to take a screenshot of it, so chances are more likely everyone will be everywhere.
It will be absurd.
Clean the Death Star, the exterior.
Oh, I see it. Oh god. I know there's an X-Wing, I know there's Super Star Destroyer, and I can't remember what else there is. Super Star Destroyers are quite massive.
Yeah, that's Vader's Star Destroyer, I think.
Yeah. I used to know the names of all these things.
Okay, it's
Started with an E. I can't remember.
Ewok. Ewok Wing.
Probably something like Executioner. I don't remember. Something outside. trapping.
Okay. Go back in the.
What are you trying to tell me here, game?
Okay, must be on the balcony. That got balcony.
Well, we probably got to get on top of this thing. Oh, close to this wall.
Oh, I thought I got that wrong.
There we go.
Balcony underside.
The hell was that?
I think that's it. Closed hallway door frame, empty entry platform. Wow.
Why can't I? There we go. Something over here. Oh, I see. Underneath.
Yes. Cloud hallway window frame entry platform rail barrier.
No. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Fell off the side.
Okay, so along the
Turning the wheel sign shape.
that.
Whatever the hell it is, I can't see it. Oh, I see. The other parts.
Okay, so the game. Okay,
How do I extend the
cloud hallway. Cloud hallway window. Okay. Top of it. Hey, at the same time.
Nice. Boing.
And a bonus job. They'll revisit one from the past.
Look how pleasant it is.
A nice one to end on. Move on from featuring PowerWash Simulator every Wednesday.
Yes.
I said it last. Started PowerWash Simulator 2.
We are tied.
The Knights lead the Mammoth 3-2.
Oh.
Started PowerWash Simulator 2 on February 4th. We could move on from a mid on April 30th.
Is the oh yeah, I guess it is the 30th now.
Yeah. That's literally 12 weeks.
Installing Gears of War 2.
Years of War.
Multiplayer. Gold-plated Lancer. Ooh. Hopefully it installs onto the actual hard drive.
A
I never know till after.
full library. Update. Tato de Balela. Oh, another update.
Hmm.
Own game. I go down. I go down the list.
Down, down, down. Don't propose a trade to me. Let's see what entertaining nonsense this will be today. They want me to trade Bo Bichette for Roman Anthony and Landon Raup. Not sure how to pronounce that.
Here's a word 2. Face size.
Electric Boogaloo.
7 gigabyte.
Yep. Not very big, these games that we used to play.
A lot of folks, for the achievements of like the multiplayer mode, they'll play they still get used. I mean, I remember when we were playing Gears 3. I mean, I would dive into Gears 3. It's more and the horde modes are a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's something I never really played much of. 4 and 5 I played some of with Derek because he was always asking me to play it. But otherwise, I think I played a little tiny bit with you, and that's literally all my experience with it.
Yeah, to try and get you.
I think it was to get to like level 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the specifics behind it.
And it was a fun little trip the reasons to play Gears. I mean, it was
This
just
will be fun in a sense of trying to remember what to do.
it was also in a way to like maybe get like an extra stream out of it, or it was like maybe read like into the horde mode.
I feel like you were playing it and I sort of jumped in before we started at one point. We did it for a little bit and then we continued with the campaign. I could be wrong.
Yes, Gears, man. Yes.
Too bad there's no Star Wars multiplayer we could do for May the 4th. Haha.
In the Battlefront, have those, but
I have them, but I haven't really played any of them.
I do have to consider like, oh wait, well, I'm still gonna mess around with. Where is it?
Prey.
No, Lost in
Random. Yes.
that.
That's a
So,
fun game.
we're gonna do Hades 2 on Saturday
Mhm.
at the Sonic Racing Crossroads. Astrobot Friday.
Asshole bot.
So get all this stuff. Next year, Hades 3. If they make a third one, but it took them 5 years to make the sequel. But then again, they put a
Yeah,
lot
likely won't be a next year.
they do a lot. They put a lot of effort in. Hades 2 has way more content than the first game, at least in
Oh,
terms
sure.
of acting with the characters. And that's always chickens. Oh no, Big Granny always up. Now sometimes the raid start a raid and then there's like a person in or they're not sure. You have to double.
Here was a fun thing. When I went to do my Resident Evil 2 playthrough on Twitch,
Yeah.
when I went to do hardcore, I was like, all right, we're gonna use the infinite weapons
Then nope.
just to get it done. But what I didn't know was because on my first playthrough, my Leon, it was an attempt to play the game without ever opening the storage box, and that's where all the infinite weapons are. So when I went to do Claire, it was like, where's all my weapons? It had downloaded onto the external hard drive.
Oh.
It's like, what?
Well, double check and make sure it's on the right hard drive.
It's just nonsense.
All right, so we're going. Becker's reaction is just perfect too. Right on, like, All right, so we're gonna get the raid going to zone out with on zone stream. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Iceman, have a good night, sir. For
You
being up
too?
first. Return to the Marcus and Dom. It's been so long. It's been like we haven't seen you guys since like last year.
Big beefy man.
Doing beefy things, beefy weapons.
Beat.
Have a good one, sir.
You too. Sleep well.
And of course, everybody, because thank you very much for hanging out tonight. Much appreciate y'all. Again, like next week, next Wednesday, we got Gears of War 2. We went to Sonic Racing on Switch 2. I hope you enjoy Striker. Easy game to get. There's it's a lot of fun. Um. Anyway, tomorrow night, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I got to make sure I get the artwork and stuff for the thumbnail. And Friday Astro Bot, and then Hades 2 on Saturday, and we got like something different almost every day. This anyway. Have a good night, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.